Coming to you from the studios of Galaxy Media. The #1 ranked podcast for entertainment news. The Stephen King Show. Now here is your host, Stephen King.
Hello to you and welcome to the Stephen King Show. It's a jam-packed Friday. I have so much to talk to you about, including news of the weird, Elon Musk forces his tweets to the top, charging your EV just got easier, and so much more. But first,
the news.
Ryan Seacrest announced on Wednesday's Live with Kelly and Ryan that he is leaving the morning TV show. Seacrest said he has made the bittersweet decision to make this my last season as co-host. He had originally committed to 3 years on the show, which turned to 6. He said because of the fun he's had hosting. Rippa told him that he went from being a friend to a family member. She'll now be joined by actor and husband Mark Consuelos, and the show will be rebranded Live with Kelly and Mark. Seacrest plans to head back to the West Coast, where he will continue to host American Idol and Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. Vin Diesel and Post Malone have joined the star-studded NBA All-Star Weekend lineup. The league has announced that Malone will perform prior to tip-off on Sunday. Diesel will make an appearance to welcome fans and introduce the players, and will be joined by Ben Affleck. Burna Boy will handle the halftime performance, joined by Thames and Rima. That will be followed by a segment honoring LeBron James for becoming the all-time scoring leader. Previously announced celebs include the Kid Laroi and Bia, who will hit the stage at the pre-game concert. The 72nd NBA All-Star Game is this Sunday night. The career of John Madden will be the subject of a limited series, a series to be directed by Gavin O'Connor with the involvement of Tom Brady's 199 Productions, will chronicle the life and career of the NFL icon and his rise from humble beginnings to leave an indelible mark on football, broadcasting, video games, and pop culture. Brady's presence as executive producer was particularly important to Madden's family as they committed to the project. The filmmakers say they will find a broadcast partner once they finish the scripted episodes, and then find someone to play the larger-than-life Madden. Sophie Lloyd has entered the chat. Machine Gun Kelly's guitarist shut down rumors that she was involved in his split with Megan Fox days after rumors were sparked online. She shushed the talk by posting a Valentine's Day tribute to her boyfriend Christopher Painter, featuring a selfie with him with the word Valentine and a heart emoji as a caption. Her management has also gone on record saying, any suggestion that she has ever acted in an unprofessional manner or stepped out of her relationship are untrue. Bam Margera's wife, Nicole Boyd, has filed for legal separation from the former MTV star after almost 10 years of marriage. According to reports, Boyd filed the papers in Los Angeles on Wednesday, citing irreconcilable differences and asking for custody of their 5-year-old son, Phoenix. The couple has experienced their share of ups and downs as Margera's battles with substance abuse continue to publicly play out. This comes after fellow Jackass star Steve-O pleaded for his longtime friend to get the help he needs before it's too late. Okay, just because everybody's talking about it, a Naked and Afraid contestant learned the hard way that being naked and afraid is not always a good idea. In a clip from the upcoming season premiere, UK contestant Sam Moser's penis gets burned because he slept too close to an open flame. The clip shows Moser and a fellow contestant sleeping close to the fire when Moser suddenly screams out in pain. He tells the cameras, "One of the coals has landed on my little soldier's helmet. I'm going to look like I got hit with buckshot when I get home."
Time for music news you can use.
Rihanna told British Vogue that she'd love to release her first new album since 2016 this year. Quote, like, honestly, it'd be ridiculous if it's not this year, but I just want to have fun. I just want to make music and make videos. Lady Gaga, Warner Brothers has released the official first image of her in Joker Folie à Deux, the upcoming sequel to 2018's Joker. The snapshot, which Gaga shared on her social media, shows her and Phoenix in the moments after a passionate kiss, her red lipstick smudged all over his face. The film premieres October 4th, 2024. Pharrell Williams will succeed Virgil Abloh as Louis Vuitton's men's creative director. His appointment by the French luxury fashion house is effective immediately, and his first collection will debut in June during Men's Fashion Week in Paris. Tame Impala, their 2012 second album Lonerism, will be reissued May 24th as Lonerism 10-year anniversary box set. The 3LP box set features a 24-page booklet, unreleased demos, and new artwork. Guns N' Roses' November Rain is the first rock music video to hit 2 billion views on YouTube. The 1991 clip was uploaded to the streaming platform on Christmas Day 2009. Other rock videos approaching the 2 billion mark Linkin Park's Numb at $1.9 billion, and Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit at $1.6 billion. Metallica, the group's All Without Our Hands Foundation, has donated more than $250,000 to aid victims of the February 6 earthquake in Turkey and Syria that has killed 41,000 people and left tens of thousands homeless. Shania Twain is still the queen. Her new Queen of Me album debuted at number 2 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart, right behind Morgan Wallen's seemingly unstoppable Dangerous. Queen of Me also debuted at number 10 on the all-genre Billboard 200. Garth Brooks has a new duets album on the way this year. In his weekly Facebook session with fans, he let the news slip. But what isn't clear is whether it is an album featuring duets between Brooks and other artists, or strictly duets with his wife Trisha Yearwood. And Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani, because that's what they do, the Lovebirds celebrated Valentine's Day with a romantic duet on social media. In a black and white video posted on Shelton's Twitter and Instagram feeds, they performed their 2019 duet, Nobody But You. Coming up, news of the weird. But first, I want to know, what random act of kindness did someone do for you? Send me an email to StephenKingShow@yahoo.com. A Tulsa, Oklahoma couple says Starbucks charged them $4,500 for 2 cups of coffee. Big deal. That's only $400 more than I pay.
Now back to the Stephen King Show.
This week's movie openings: Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. The superhero partners explore the quantum realm, where they interact with strange creatures and embark on an adventure that goes beyond the limits of what they thought was possible. And Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Rated R, so don't let the kids watch it. Christopher Robin, now a young man, was left Winnie and Piglet to fend for themselves. After getting a taste for blood, they set off to find a new source of food. It's not long before their bloody rampage begins. Product developments. Uber has added a new audio recording function to its app in Canada, which it says is an optional safety feature. Uber users can turn on audio recording in the safety toolkit section of the app. From there, they'll have the option to record audio during a trip by tapping the blue shield icon. Both riders and drivers can use the feature at any point during the ride. Recording automatically stops shortly after the ride ends, or users can start and stop it themselves. The company said it hopes the features will help give riders and drivers peace of mind by encouraging comfortable and positive interactions while on trips. So if you know an Uber driver, be sure to ask to hear their blooper tape next January 1st. Pepsi is bringing back its Peeps flavored soda and promises this time it'll be easier to find than an Easter egg. The first time Pepsi Peeps is available for sale at retailers in the US, a change from the debut 2 years ago when only a few thousand of the sodas were given away in a contest. At that time, it became an online trend, prompting people to resell the novelty product for hundreds of dollars. The drink mixes the taste of Pepsi with the pillowy, soft, and sweet marshmallow flavor of Peeps. Sounds disgusting.
News. Of the weird.
A woman who shares her name with the tech devices Alexa and Siri says she constantly sets them off during online meetings when clients say her name. 27-year-old Alexa Siri of Philadelphia says her Amazon Echo and Apple products constantly go off during online meetings when her name is announced. She has been the butt of many jokes since Apple introduced its personal assistant function Siri in 2011. Imagine her shock when Amazon released its own assistant device, the Amazon Echo, in 2014, named Alexa. But obviously it's not too much of a concern for her. She plans to keep her name when she gets married. Definitely a bad example of product placement. An advertisement for McDonald's McCrispy chicken sandwiches placed across the street from a British crematorium is going to be removed after being called tasteless. The coincidental placement of the bus stop poster made for some dark humor, but Cornwall, England residents weren't loving the ad, which was installed opposite the Penmount crematorium. Following complaints, a McDonald's spokesperson said, "We were unaware of the road sign in the vicinity of this bus stop. In light of the concerns, we have asked for our advertisement to be removed." Newsflash, the McCrispy was tasteless long before they put up the sign. Coming up, Elon Musk forces his tweets to the top.
Like what you hear? Want to hear more? Click the link below and check out all the Stephen King Show episodes. Download, listen, like, and subscribe. Now back to the Stephen King Show.
U.S. debt is poised to grow by $19 trillion, along with offering a timeline on when the U.S. will run out of money if the debt ceiling isn't raised. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office said yesterday that the country is on track to add $19 trillion to the national debt over the next 10 years, $3 trillion more than was previously estimated. With the gap between expenses and tax revenue expected to grow, the public debt will be about equal to the total output of the U.S. economy in 2024. Charging your EV is about to get easier. As part of a government initiative to get at least 500,000 electric vehicle chargers operating throughout the U.S. by 2030, Tesla has agreed to make 7,500 of its chargers, out of 17,700, available to drivers of vehicles made by other automakers by the end of next year. The Biden administration also rolled out new rules for companies hoping to take advantage of federal infrastructure funds to build new chargers. Those rules require some components to be American-made. Elon Musk forces his tweets to the top of your feed. One guaranteed way to grow your Twitter engagement? By Twitter, demand its engineers boost your posts. That's what CEO Elon Musk did this Monday after his tweet about the Super Bowl was less popular than President Biden's. Here's how it went down, according to Platformer. James Musk, Twitter employee and Elon's Nepo cousin, sent the equivalent of a "you up" message on the company's Slack at 2:36 a.m., asking for help with the high urgency problem. By Monday afternoon, 80 employees had tweaked Twitter's algorithm to boost Musk's tweets by 1,000 times, bottle feeding them to users. Elon's Twitter tantrum may have been partially justified. The social media company's engineers estimated his tweets were showing up in feeds less often than they should have, but 1,000 times was an overcorrection. After users complained that Musk's memes outranked their baby announcements, Twitter scaled back the artificial boost. Let's zoom out here for a second. Investors in Musk's other tea company, Tesla, want the multi-CEO to stop focusing on Twitter and turn his attention back to EVs. But even with Musk taking on too much work by his own admission, Tesla stock has popped 70% this year, pushing him close to reclaiming the title of world's richest person. Yesterday, Musk said that he plans to find a new CEO to take his place at Twitter for the end of this year. Coming up, things you probably didn't know yesterday.
Need a new coffee mug? How about a new shirt or hoodie? Check out the Stephen King Show shop. Go to thestephenkingshow.securedecoration.com or click on the link in the description. Happy shopping, and thanks for supporting the show. Now back to the Stephen King Show. This is Things You Probably Didn't Know Yesterday.
When it comes to ending a relationship, it seems that ghosting is the new normal. Researchers from the University of Georgia say 2 in 3 people have ghosted someone they were dating and have also been ghosted themselves at some point. Ghosting is defined as simply ignoring someone in order to end a relationship without having to endure an awkward conversation or offer any kind of explanation. This uniquely modern practice is likely the result of the boom in dating apps and smartphones. And some more things you probably didn't know yesterday. On average, it costs twice as much to dine out as it does to eat at home. Walking uses a total of 200 muscles with every step you take. The crossbones on a pirate flag are human thigh bones. It requires 7 to 8 trees to provide enough oxygen for just one person per year. In the 1850s, some Paris newspapers were printed on rubber so they could be read in the bathtub. And cattle are the only mammals that pee backwards. And I've seen it happen. Coming up, the answer to yesterday's question. Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie will tour together this summer. It's being billed as a concert for the ages, and those ages are 60 to 75.
Now back to the Stephen King Show.
Yesterday I asked, more than one study has found that the happiest people do this on a regular basis. What is it? Nap. Today's question, 10% of us do this before going grocery shopping. What is it? I'll give you the answer on Monday. And I leave you with, blessed are those who can give without remembering and take without forgetting. Have a great weekend.